Are you finally pregnant, but you're starting to freak out because you're not feeling any pregnancy symptoms? So you're starting to think, is my pregnancy viable? Because how is it possible to literally feel 0 pregnancy symptoms? Well, I'm here to give you some peace of mind and to tell you that it's very possible. And that happened to me. I was pregnant without ever feeling pregnant. I'm gonna tell you all about it. And be sure to stay till the end of this video because I have a suggestion that helped me stay calm and confident throughout my whole pregnancy. So stay tuned. I'm Corinne Smart and welcome to Wanna Be Mama. Let's first talk about pregnancy symptoms versus pregnancy side effects. To me, pregnancy symptoms relate to how pregnancy makes you feel, and pregnancy side effects relate to changes in your body due to pregnancy. So we'll talk about both of these in this video, and I promise you that even if you're not feeling pregnancy symptoms, you will have pregnancy side effects, but you might not see that until later on in your pregnancy. I never felt pregnancy symptoms. I felt completely normal for 9 months of my pregnancy, but I did have pregnancy side effects, and I will tell you what they are later on in this video. So to give you a little background about me, I struggled with infertility for about 6 years before I was pregnant with my daughter. And during that time, I experienced a miscarriage where I didn't feel pregnancy symptoms during that pregnancy. And so when I finally got pregnant with my daughter, I was so scared the whole time because I literally felt nothing. I felt so normal. Okay, so it's been 7 days since my embryo transfer. And just to give you guys a little bit of an update, I feel no symptoms at all. I do not know if that's normal. And so I was just worried that my pregnancy wasn't going to be a viable pregnancy and I was going to miscarry this one too. I asked my friends and family, hey, did you ever not feel pregnancy symptoms? And every single person that I asked, they all felt like they were pregnant at some point in their pregnancy. A lot of people say they felt tired, but I'm not a tired person. I never feel tired, and I feel no tiredness now. I couldn't find a video that confirmed that my lack of pregnancy symptoms was normal. So hopefully this video will help you feel assured, because it is normal. So now we're going to talk about pregnancy symptoms. Common pregnancy symptoms that you always hear people say is, I was tired, I had sore boobs, I had mood swings, I was nauseous, I had smell sensitivity, I had food cravings. I promise you, I never felt any of these symptoms ever. I felt no moodiness. I was never sick. I was super energetic. Like I was so excited to take naps all the time, but tiredness never hit me, and I was never sensitive to smells. I told you, I felt 100% normal. The only symptom-like thing that I had was I had food aversion. For me, pregnancy is very similar to when I have my period. So during my period, I do not want food. And pregnancy was just like that. Food never made me nauseous, but I just didn't want to eat. So to reiterate, I never felt physically sick. I felt so good. I remember telling my husband at 9 months pregnant that I could go run down the road and run a mile and be perfectly fine because I felt so good. Like if I didn't see my growing belly as evidence that I was pregnant, I could have been one of those women that delivers a baby on a plane because they had no idea they were pregnant. So yes, it's normal to feel normal during pregnancy. If you do not feel pregnancy symptoms, don't worry because that doesn't mean your pregnancy isn't a healthy one. My daughter was very healthy. She never had any issues, came out 8 pounds, 2 ounces, full-term pregnancy. Everything was perfectly fine, despite the fact that I never felt pregnancy symptoms. You just might be a lucky person that has a really, really easy pregnancy. Trust me, other women will envy you. Just enjoy it because your next pregnancy might not be this easy. So now let's talk about pregnancy side effects. So no matter how good and normal you physically feel, you will have pregnancy side effects sometime in your pregnancy. You have to just wait until you get further along in pregnancy to notice them, but I promise you they will happen because it's impossible to not have side effects with your body changing with a growing child. Some of the pregnancy side effects that I experienced were so random, you guys. Okay, and some of them are really embarrassing. They're all true, so Google them if you do not believe me. For example, I had really dark armpits, like a 5 o'clock shadow under my armpit 24/7. I also never thought that I would Google, does your butt crack get dark when pregnant? But I did, because that happened to me. My bum crack literally turned black. Google that again. Well, don't Google that. Just take my word for it. It's a thing. Also, another fun side effect, some of us grow hair in places that aren't supposed to have excessive amounts of hair, like in your bum crack or on your bum cheeks. I had to shave my butt while pregnant. Don't judge me. Luckily, after delivery, the excessive hair growth stopped. Praise be. And I also got what my family calls stabbing shooting rectal pains. I don't know what they are. I think they're gas cramps, but they literally feel like a knife is stabbing up your butt. I usually would get them around my period. While pregnant, they would last about an hour or more. If you're one of those ladies who gets to experience this joyful feeling, I really recommend Lamaze type breathing. It's the only thing that helped alleviate the pain. I had an embryo transfer, and so the days leading up to my pregnancy blood draw to let me know if I was pregnant, I felt subtle cramping in my uterus. I also felt that one time that I was pregnant before I miscarried. I am going to do another pregnancy test right now because I haven't started my period and I've had cramping on and off, and I don't know if it's period cramping or if it's pregnancy uterus stretching out. That's exactly what I felt this time when I was pregnant too. It wasn't like painful period cramps. It felt like warmth cramps, like warm uterus. Like you can tell my uterus was doing something. It did not last my whole pregnancy. It just lasted until I found out that I was pregnant, and then it kind of dwindled out. When I was pregnant, I needed to pee all the time. So PS, when you're pregnant and you have that feeling of like, oh, I should probably go pee, but maybe I can hold it. Don't hold it, because it's physically impossible to hold your bladder when you're pregnant. Because if you try to hold it, then you might be driving down the freeway without an exit close by, and then the urge will become so strong that you have to pee in a cup while your husband's driving so that you don't wet your pants. Please don't judge me. Moral of the story is, when you're pregnant, if you have to pee, go pee, because there's no such thing as holding your bladder when you're pregnant. I also experienced leg and feet swelling. Starting around 4 months pregnant, my feet swelled so much that I could not fit into regular shoes or slippers. Due to the constant swelling, my feet grew in pregnancy. I used to be at 8 to 8.5 size shoe, and now I'm a solid size 9. If you're one of those people who experiences swelling in your legs and feet, I really recommend investing in a good pair of compression socks. I ended up wearing them all the time because it helps alleviate that pressure. I will link the ones that I bought from Amazon in the description below. I also got the dark line that goes on your belly called the Linea Nigra. I didn't get that until I was 5.5 months pregnant. And I remember distinctly calling my husband one morning and being like, oh my gosh, because I could see a faint line starting to show. I wanted to get pregnant and be pregnant for so long, so anything that my body gave me, I was like, yes. So the dark line, I was like, oh my gosh, my body's working. It did get darker over time. It stayed on my stomach for months after delivery. If you experience dark armpits, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get the dark line on your stomach too. It's not hair. Some people think that it's hair. It's not, it's just a dark line. I also had skin tags. Google it if you don't believe me. I would get skin tags under my armpit on the side of my boob. And I swear they grew overnight. So whenever I would be in the shower, I would just pick them off before they got too big because I didn't want them to be permanent. And luckily after delivery, the skin tags stopped growing. Some women's breasts get bigger during pregnancy, and I was really looking forward to that one. But unfortunately for me, my boobs did not grow at all during pregnancy. My nipples got darker and my areolas got bigger, but not like huge. So I would say maybe like a big nickel to a size of a quarter. And I didn't see these changes right away. I didn't really notice them until probably about halfway through my pregnancy is when I was like, oh, they's a little darker. And if you're wondering if pregnancy will make your nipples stick out all the time, it didn't for me. My nipples only stuck out permanently after nursing, and I nursed my child full time. Once you nurse your baby, just expect to look like you're cold all the time. Ooh, stretch marks, y'all. My body got them so early on. I remember being 17 weeks pregnant, barely showing, and I wake up one morning and I had this girthy, big, dark, purple stretch mark on my stomach. I don't believe there's a way to prevent stretch marks. I think if you're prone to get them, you're gonna get them no matter how much shea butter or coconut oil you rub on your stomach. So just embrace them. And luckily they do fade over time after you deliver. And a common side effect that you hear about is you don't lose your hair when pregnant. Like your body will hoard it. And then after you deliver your baby, your body will shed the hair. Well, I was the opposite. Between almost 9 weeks to 17 weeks pregnant, I was shedding so much hair. I went went to the doctor and I asked them like, hey, is this normal side effect of pregnancy? And they're like, no, that usually doesn't happen until after pregnancy. So I was the opposite. I lost my hair for about 8 weeks during pregnancy, and then my hair never fell out after pregnancy. Probably around the 3rd trimester is where I started experiencing hip pain when laying on my side. It's due to relaxin in your body. It's a hormone that your body gets when pregnant to help loosen your hip joints for delivery. So when you lay on your side, it can hurt your hips, so you have to switch sides a lot at night. And I just want to let you know, by the time you reach the end of your pregnancy, sleep is just going to be a distant memory because it's either going to be your hips waking you up or your bladder. By the end of my pregnancy, I woke up at least 6 times in the middle of the night to pee. Like, I peed so much that my husband and I had to switch sides of the bed so that I could be closer to the bathroom. Oh, joys of pregnancy. Okay, so in conclusion, if you do not feel pregnancy symptoms, it's normal. That was me. I felt no pregnancy symptoms. I felt perfectly normal my whole pregnancy. If you're bummed that you're not experiencing anything pregnancy related, I understand because that was totally me, but don't worry because I promise you, give it some time. You will start to notice pregnancy side effects. I didn't notice them in my body until around the end of my 1st trimester. If you're stressed and constantly thinking that, oh my gosh, this pregnancy is doomed to fail, this is something that might be able to help calm your nerves. I was just like you when I was pregnant. I was always worried that I was going to miscarry. So my doctor had me buy a fetal Doppler. It allows you to hear the baby's heartbeat in utero at about 10 weeks pregnant. I posted a video on Instagram showing how I use this and what to look for when using it. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, that's cool because I took that video from Instagram and I posted it at the exact same time as I posted this video. So it'll be linked above and in my description below. So if you are curious how to use this, that video will show you how to do it. And then also, if you're wanting these products, I will link them in the description below so that you can go buy them if you think that this will be something that will help you out. I think you can hear the heartbeat around 10 weeks pregnant, but I would wait till maybe 12 weeks pregnant because then it'll be easier to hear the baby's heartbeat, so you're not going to stress yourself out even more. But I use this all the time when pregnant, multiple times a day. So whenever I couldn't feel her kick, I would just put this on my belly and it worked great. I hope this video was helpful and that you feel calmer. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with anyone who might need some reassurance. If you're new to Wannabe Mama, please subscribe to my channel and click the notification button. My channel offers infertility support as well as motherhood support. You can find me on Instagram and on Facebook. And if you guys have questions, feel free to comment below. Girlfriend, I am just so excited for you and I cannot wait for you to be a mom. Thanks for watching Wannabe Mama. Good luck, ladies.
Snow!